this week with this thing right here. My goodness, this green box has been a bundle of creativity. You know what that is? That's a laser engraver. So let's back this story up a little bit. Jackery reached out to me and said, hey Chrome, we've teamed up with the Xtool F1 laser engraver and want to know if you want to put one of these in your shop. Could you use an engraver? I was like, well, okay. Thinking that, you know, I could engrave everything, my tools and just all sorts of stuff. And maybe we could start creating stuff for you guys that's engraved. Maybe some custom dog collars with cruises. I don't know. I've never owned a laser engraver before. And as soon as I got it, it was shocking how easy it was to use, from setting up the software to plugging it into here. Some of the attachments that you can get with this thing, there's some rotating attachments and stuff, were a little bit more tricky on the setup. But if you're just gonna use this and this together, you can power this from that. Just like that. So if you're at a family barbecue and you want to engrave some things with the family little logo and stuff like that on it, or insignia or certain things written on it, you can. You can just take this wherever you want. You can team this one up with the Jackery Explorer 500, or if you need something for longer duration and more power, you can also bundle this with the Explorer 1000. So I'll leave the links to Jackery down below. They have these bundles already on their website. Super fun. So without babbling on too much about this, let's start making some stuff. Oh, before we dive in too far, look at some of the stuff. This thing's so magic that you can turn a fork into a spoon. Ooh, is that right side up? Oh, this way. Ooh, see? If it says spoon, it is a spoon. Magic. No, seriously, I was taking like knives and stuff like that and just like whatever I could stuff in there. I even wrote on this steak knife, not a shank, just in case someone comes by my shop and they were like, this thing's looking awfully stabby. All right, guys, let's set this baby up. It is super, super cool and actually engraves like picture quality images. The first piece I put in here, it was so beautiful. And today I actually grabbed a bunch of different items from the local craft store. So we're gonna do like coasters and pieces of wood and dog tags and metal business cards and just make a bunch of cool stuff on this thing. So buckle up, guys. Today might be a little different, but it's definitely gonna be fun.
The Xtool F1 is a portable IR and diode dual laser. This thing is fast, creating projects in seconds or minutes. You take this thing on the road with you, it's lightweight, it's got a handle on the top, take it to the flea market or a craft fair, plug it into a Jackery battery, and you got a money-making bundle while you travel.
All right, let's get this thing set up. Because we're using it indoors, they make a smoke purifier. We're gonna attach that because using this thing does create a little bit of smoke. Some of the items that are in there, you're gonna have to leave this thing partially open. You shut it. We'll dive into this in a second. Let's set this baby up. On the back here is where the smoke comes out. It's got a vent that pulls it through. So we're gonna attach this, and this goes into the back of this smoke purifier. They even have another vent on the back here. So if you wanted to vent this thing out a window and stuff like that at home, you can. But if you're gonna use it indoors, this is probably the safest way to go. We're gonna plug everything here into the Explorer 1000. This thing has a 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter on the front, which should be plenty enough to run all these things. What do we have for power on here? Ooh, only 54%. This thing just connects to the back of this via USB-C. We're gonna connect the back of this one right here to the front of the Jackery. Let's turn on the laser and turn on the purifier. The software is free to download online, and all you got to do is connect the USB to the back of that, touch the top corner up here if it doesn't already connect, and that's it. You are now connected your software to that, and you're ready to start creating. So it's pretty cool in here. If you want to just go click text, and you can change that to Van City, Van Life, right there, and you take it, shrink it down to size. change your little style on it. Go over here, click engrave, bada bang. And you can even, over here, they have an AI art thing. So you can actually go in here and write, I don't know, Halloween. And then this AI tool goes through and I guess finds like cool different pieces of artwork related to Halloween. So yeah, if you don't have your own artwork, you just want to kind of have something like this is really cool. Having the AI artwork option is awesome. How cool are those? You guys ever seen a metal business card? Imagine handing one of these out to somebody. These are awesome. So the first thing we're going to engrave today is a metal business card. Oh, those are cool cards. Can you imagine handing that to somebody? It's those are awesome. So we're going to engrave one of these. So I got an image here. So the first one we're going to do is a wolf on a metal business card. Oh, look at that baby. Oh, that's wild. Let's do that one. The wolf is wicked. Let's do that one on the black one. So when you open this up, you're going to see two lasers there. On the side here is an adjustment for the lasers. What that adjustment does is it actually raises this up or down to get those lasers to fully connect. You see as the top comes down, those colors are coming together. So you want the red and the blue right on top of each other touching so you can't tell the color. Like right there, if you see they're too wide apart. There you go, you want them together. Not separated, right on top of each other. Metal business card. Make sure she's semi-lined up. Here's where it gets really cool. On the software, you go down here to framing, you push the framing button, it'll show you how big that image is on the thing. So it's framed way too big, it's coming over the edge there. So we need to stop framing and adjust this, oh, in the corner. Adjust this a little bit smaller. It's a little hard to see. So if I move this out of the way, you'll see the laser framing. You see that? So we just need to get this thing perfectly done, perfectly lined up. Black metal business card. There's a preset for it already in there. Click use. Now all the presettings are all in there. Framing is good. Now we're hitting process. Because we're using this indoors, we're going to turn the purifier on. We have to click that start button, then click that button, and we're good to go. This is so fun. That's a really cool wolf. Are you ready? Start. We're going to push the start button up here. Look at that baby go. That's it. Boom. That fast. Woo-hoo, look how awesome that is. That is wild. That laser didn't go through. You see the little flames? That's cool. You can hand that out as a business card, put all your info on the back, and you can design your business card, throw it in here, and it just punches it out like that. This is so fun.
The F1 can engrave 300 plus materials with a 2-watt IR laser, engraving on all plastics, metal, stainless steel, and more. And the 10-watt diode laser can engrave and cut wood, acrylic, glass, and even rock. Imagine that, grabbing a rock at a beach, carving it up, and selling it at the beach. Awesome.
What if you want to do something cool, like a slate coaster? Hey? Do some really cool design on top of that. I also got some pretty cool attachments for this thing. The Xtool website, I'm sure, has all sorts of goodies here for you guys. So this goes on top of here, and it's actually a belt. It drives so you can do longer items. Hey, you got a big sword you want to do? You can do it.
The Jackery and Xtool bundle comes with the Jackery battery of your choice, the 1000 or the 500, and the solo Xtool engraver on its own. Chances are if I'm going to use this at the shop, it'll just be the engraver, but they do make this awesome slide attachment on the bottom, so if you want to do larger items or do things in a batch, like you are carving up like a dozen business cards in a row, you can do that on this little slide device.
Okay. I'm not sure if I got this set up right, but are you ready?
The lasers are capable of doing HD resolution up to 1270 dpi. Like clear lines, vivid details, you could do family photos on anything that you want to engrave with that good a quality. The movement of these lasers are very accurate, all the way down to 0.00199 millimeters. I don't know how small that is, but that's a very accurate movement, allowing you to like engrave people's faces or family photos while you're out there at the craft fair. I don't know, I think this thing's a great way to make money.
Look at that thing getting all the letters. It's so cool how this tray thing just moves around with it. And when you're doing coasters, you can actually line 4 coasters up in a row. As you can tell, mine are a little off center. Come on, man, I'm just new. They're both off center. I probably should have spent more time making sure that they were lined up. But hey, man, this thing is really, really cool.
You can use this as a standalone unit, or you can use it with the slider that's being shown right now, or they make another attachment called the RA2 Pro, which does cylinder engraving, so you could do water bottles, tumblers, and cups. Man, you could go set up at a van life gathering and do custom pee bottles if you wanted.
There we go, the image is started. On the Jackery Explorer 1000, we're only pulling 58 watts, 54, 52. I've seen it drop down to 48, but you'd be able to run this. Let me figure that out. So the Xtool F1 would run for 18 hours on the Jackery Explorer 1000. So it would be half of that number on the Explorer 500. So if you're out there at a craft fair, you could probably run for 2 full days out there with that one. And if you're running it with this one, 1 day and home and then recharge it again, not a big deal. Pretty awesome, man. Could you imagine the opportunities as a nomad on the road to earn a little extra living with just this box here and one of these Jackery batteries? You could go to craft fairs and wherever you could create cool things. Like, you can literally sit at the beach with this and say, excuse me, do you want to engrave your name on the back of a necklace? I can do that. You can pop that little necklace down there, adjust the words tiny enough to fit on it, and you can engrave people's names just randomly wherever you go. There's so many options as a nomad to earn an extra living using these 2 things. And you can sit out at a craft fair and make little wooden coasters that are customized to them, maybe with the family members' faces on it, because you can do that stuff on this thing. See, I'm pretty good at using the standalone one. That is center.
You can pick up the bundle with the Xtool F1, tag team it up with the Explorer 500, which will get you 1 day of use at a craft fair, or the Jackery 1000 will get you 2 days of use. And it's so simple. You just turn on the little button right there and it turns on the power plug, you plug in the F1, and you're out there making money at the craft fair.
Let's do a leather patch.
And this thing is not loud to run. The only noise you're getting from the laser is that little tiny bit of noise from the motors moving around. But other than that, the only noise on this thing is the exhaust fan.
It's cool, no matter what setting you use, you're kind of bouncing around the same thing between 45 and 60 watts. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's really cool. It feels awesome too.
Normally when a company reaches out to me with something like this, I would say no. But this time I thought about you guys. Thinking about you traveling from craft fair to craft fair, flea market to flea market while you're traveling across the country, filling up your gas tank, using this as a way to generate some income.
Wow, look at the detail on that. That's incredible. And that's just on a piece of paper. It's beautiful. What about a little dog tag? Let's do that.
I'm full of ideas today. You could be at a dog show or a pet expo with your little booth set up, your camper van's outside, and you're in there throwing logos or doing something custom on a dog tag. Because you can't print custom stuff at the pet store, but you can on the F1. That is so cool.
That's freaking awesome. This Jackery battery is doing really good. So the Xtool sitting at idle only pulls 20 watts on idle.
And if you're looking at engraving anything round like a cup, they make an attachment called the RA2 Pro.
You can do those too. I just don't have a tumbler on hand to show you guys this one, but yeah, it rotates. So you can write whatever you want all the way around the cup and do an image. Really, really cool. But I think these two units are pretty awesome. And what a unique way to generate some revenue on the road while you travel. If you guys are out there traveling, you gotta think outside the box for little unique ways to earn income. Picking up one of these Xtool F1s and one of these Jackery 1000s or the Jackery 500. They're both on bundles on the Jackery website right now. The links and stuff are down below. And I'll leave all the information for everything for you guys right down there. Maybe I'll throw something in the top comment as well. But damn guys, just think outside the box for generating revenue. I don't know why that came to mind while I was making this video today. I think I was like, this is like a dream team to earn some money. Like, I don't know where you'd go set up. Maybe you're at a craft fair, a carnival, or a community thing, or at a farmer's market, and you got this set up over there and you're engraving on people's necklaces, on their watches, whatever it is. It's a great way to generate a little extra income in your vehicle, and think about how small this packs up. That and that right there, and you're earning money while you travel. Anyway, Jackery, thank you so much for sending me out all this stuff. Thank you for Xtool for letting me play around with this super cool little laser. That was fun. Thanks for watching, you guys. Links are down below. Peace out.